What if you could get 10 hours of your time back each week? Time and energy management expert Heather Chauvin is going to share her tips for setting boundaries and getting unstuck. And first of all, we have to kind of change the way that we think about time.
There's kind of like traditionally we see time as like physical management, right? The 24
hours in a day.
Yes, but like think about, how do you want to feel in your time? How do you want to feel in your day? And I talk about managing energy, not time, because I think especially women, we're very good at getting a to-do list done, and by the end of the day you're absolutely exhausted, and
right.
you're
and
like,
you've done nothing for yourself.
Exactly.
Really.
And not even that, you're just like, you have this like shame spiral of like, I need to do more, I need to do more. So what I started doing and teaching my clients is, how do you want to feel in your time, and learning that it's about energy management, not time management. And there's kind of 4 types of energy that I talk about. So you have your mental energy, like the mental overload, the stories we tell ourselves. We have the emotional, right? The emotional energy management of like, what is coming up for me. And then we also have spiritual energy, which to me is just desires. Like, what do I desire to do in my time, in my day? Once you start to look at those things, the physical energy management of actual time changes. You feel more in alignment, you can get more done, and you don't feel as exhausted at the end of the day.
And you have a unique technique where it's the $1 million minute.
Yeah. So this was kind of like a trick I had to play in my mind, and I started telling other people, and they were like, this is genius. So I'm like, if every 60 seconds of your day was valued at $1 million, would you invest it differently? So when you get that quick text from somebody and you're always on your phone. You're looking at your phone and you're like, oh, it's just 5 minutes. I'll just quick, pick up the phone. But if that was valued at $5 million, you would stop and ask yourself, is this a priority right now? Can I hold a boundary with this person and kind of delay the conversation? Is this a 911? And it's these little tiny shifts. You start to show up differently in your time. And I see so often people say to me, like 30 days out, it's like these little baby habits, they start to feel like they have more time.
Right. And you say, like, a habit does take time to form, right?
Yeah.
It takes about, like they always say, like 28 days or whatever.
Yeah.
So if you think about, okay, I want to drink more water at the end of, it's going to take that many days to kind of just become automatic.
Yeah. And so often people are reactive, they're not proactive. So I always tell people, okay, how do you want to feel? People never say, I want to feel angry, resentful, exhausted,
frustrated.
Depleted. Yeah, they say, I want to feel alive. I want to feel energized. I want to feel connected. I want to spend quality time with the people that I care about. I want to take really good care of my body. That can feel incredibly overwhelming. So instead of like all the things that you need to do, break it into tiny, tiny little baby steps, 10 minutes at a time. Put that on the calendar, and then you start to feel like my time actually it's in alignment with the bigger vision of the life that I want to be living, not just being incredibly reactive all the time and busying ourselves. Yeah.
What do you see, we've got about a minute left, what do you see as the biggest hurdle and the biggest obstacle to kind of like get over that hump of the energy and the spiritual and the time management?
Yeah, so oftentimes, I primarily work with women, we are really good nurturers. We're very good.
Of other people.
Of other people. And so we're always doing and so reactive, and then you burn out, right? And then you get this belief of like, this is the way it is and I can't change. So the biggest hurdle is really stopping and saying, is this in alignment with how I want to feel? And the answer is usually no, but then you have to believe that change is possible and start shifting slowly so it's sustainable.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good advice.
Yeah.
I want to delve more into this, and you can do that as well. We'll have the links to Heather's websites and blogs and social media up on our website at chch.com/morninglive.